Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. Last time we saved the world. Kinda hard to top that this time. I mean, really, how do you follow that? But this time, we are going to go towards the 8th gym. But before we go, let's just show off our old pal Jimmy here. Oh, look at this thing, he's so cute! How can you not love that face? Also, dat defense and special defense, like this thing is a freaking beast. I could use Giratina on my team if I really wanted to. The biggest problem I have with using legendaries is that they totally break the game. It's a lot less fun if you use them, in my opinion, just because it makes it so easy. Like, you want there to be a little bit of a challenge at least. Mostly because, like, the Elite Four, like, the champions fight would be totally broken with the Giratina. That's the main reason why I don't want to use it on my team. That, and I already have a full team that I already like, so why the hell would I use something different? But we're actually going south here. We're going to the town with the 8th badge. Jeez, first I said 7th, then 6th. What are we going backwards in time? Now, let me ask something real quick. First of all, let's talk to this fat guy. What the balls? Yes, you. Sunyshore City's down the road. Major blackout. What the? Oh, yeah, you're supposed to visit Professor Rowan. Duh, I forgot about that. But, see, you only have 7 badges at this point, and you just, like, destroyed the enemy team. Wouldn't there be so many trainers out there that could do the same thing? Like, what about the Elite Four? Why didn't they step in? Or the Champion? Like, Jesus. These people are really that lazy that they don't care about the fate of their own world. They leave it to some little kid. Oh, jeez, you're right at the door. Ah, Kevdog, you've come back. You leave me speechless. You've done it. You've really done it. Never has my heart pounded this hard for so long in my 60 years of living. Ugh, heart attack. Ugh. The professor did a lot of checking up after you left. He was really worried about you, Kevdog. He contacted acquaintances looking for your help, and Kevdog, I'm glad to see you're safe. Welcome back. Oh yes, and there was something I had to tell you. 3 Pokemons of the lakes appear to have returned to their homes. So tell me, how are things going for you? The Pokedex? A total of 163 in the number of badges. Well, you've got 7 already. That only leaves Sunnyshore's gym. You've come this far. Why not obtain Sunnyshore's badge? Wasn't that the entire point? Why not challenge the Pokemon League? Isn't that the entire point? That will broaden your horizons further than ever before. Not to mention the opportunities to meet even more Pokemon. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go do that now that you stalled me. So I'll just meet you back where we were before. And now we see that this fat douche who was blocking the way is now gone.
Now, there's a lot of trainer battles on this route, so I'm probably going to do the chipmunk thing again, just because, I don't know, it's a lot of fun, and we only did that once so far. I kind of said I was going to do that a few times. But yeah, there's a lot of relatively not difficult trainers on this route. Actually, never mind. Holy crap, level 45. I was not expecting that, in all honesty. But yeah, this is Luxray. I don't think we've seen one of these yet. Basically, this is the final form of Shinx. It evolves into what is quite possibly, like, one of the best Pokemon in the game. It's got, like, a 120 attack stat, and it's just, like, this thing is a sweeper, hands down. Like, it just kicks ass. And if you want to use one, I would definitely recommend it for a lot of people. Also, how's everybody doing? It's actually October 1st, so I'm recording this way in advance. Sorry I've recorded this LP, like, so much in advance for most of it. I just wanted to play the game, because I really enjoy this game. And we were getting, like, for a while there, we were getting to a point where I was like, yes, I love this section of the game. So I just, like, kept recording and recording and recording and just getting further and further ahead. And now I think it's basically about the max that we're going to get far ahead, because I'm probably going to wait a little bit to take on the 8th gym leader. Not wait in the LP, but, like, wait as in, like, I will wait, like, a week to go and fight the gym leader personally, instead of, like, delaying the LP or anything like that. Don't worry, we're going to go probably fight him next time, which is not going to happen this time, which I'm sorry, but I don't know, the gyms in this generation take, like, so long to go through, like, a lot longer than every other generation for some reason, and I don't really know why, but they felt the need to, like, put a billion trainers in all these gyms. It's kind of ridiculous in some areas, like, it really is. I'm gonna switch Snuggles up to the front of the party, because Snuggles probably isn't gonna be too useful for this next area. Mainly gonna be going with Booger, just because, like, Booger absolutely is gonna break the next gym. It's ridiculous. What is back here? I wanna see. Cut. Yeah, screw that. I'm not going for that. Interestingly enough, you can find a lot of grass-type Pokemon in this area. Not grass, electric types. That's what I was thinking of. Shut up, all of you. I'm right all the time. And I don't really know why. This really doesn't seem like a place where you would normally find electric types, but hey, if you want a horn of Fangledew, be my Gar. What? What the hell did I just say? How is this Remoraid not a waste of space right now? Like, it really, really is. Other than the fact that it's water type, I mean, it's completely useless, because Snuggles is probably gonna one-shot this thing with strength anyways. Mind you, like, it's not stab or anything like that. I kind of wasn't surprised that it didn't. I do kind of like Remoraid as a Pokemon. Not Remoraid itself, but Octillery. Octillery is a pretty good Pokemon, just based solely on the fact that it can learn like an extremely diverse set of moves. And the gym leader, the 8th gym leader in Diamond and Pearl is a very good example of that, because he had an Octillery, knew like grass type, bug type, like all these random types of moves. It was kind of funny actually. What was that house again? I wasn't paying attention. Pikachu fan club. Yeah, fuck that. Like, Pikachu fans are just absolutely insane. What's this guy want? I had a dream. It was a wonderful dream. I dreamt of a trainer who would bring a giant Remoraid. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that for you, dude. I'm sorry, but I really don't want to live up to your fetishes. You're very weird. He's trying to break his own record for catching a fish. Wow. Way to go, dude. You're just like the worst kind of person, because like, who tries to break their own record for these sorts of things? Quick Balls admittedly probably would have been pretty good for catching Giratina. I did approximate calculations for the odds of catching Giratina in the last video for like every single one of those attempts that I had, and it was about 4.3% when it was at its lowest HP, which is pretty terrible, not gonna lie. I was actually really surprised I caught it as quickly as I did. Actually, I was really lucky I caught it as quickly as I did, because in all honesty, if I waited one more turn, I probably would have lost. Like, that's being entirely truthful. That's actually the end of the route there, but there's a lot more trainers we can battle, because why the hell not? And weird accents, I don't even know it's kind of an accent I'm trying to do. It's kind of like a combination between like Irish and like Russian or something like that. I don't really know. Like, some of these times that I try and make these weird accents, I end up doing like the weirdest thing ever. Like this one in particular is particularly strange, because I don't know like what I'm trying to do right now. Oh, you used Intimidate. I am very frightened of you. I'm going to send out what is arguably my weakest Pokemon, even though like Snuggles is having a problem in the general vicinity of times in not dying, which is sometimes difficult to have a Pokemon like this, because it is very awkward. I don't know why I'm very much talking like very weirdly, but I really like this accent for some reason, and I really don't mind saying things in this accent, because it's constantly varying. That's the weird thing, because like it's like several ones in one, as I just said, which is very, very awkward. I don't know. Do other people really do like really weird accents like this, like where they try and do like very weird voices? This is probably going to sound extremely weird, seeing as though I am speeding this up and just like raising the pitch of my voice, and it's just going to be very, very awkward for future Kevin, because although I already speed this up to raise the pitch of my voice, I also watch it in fast forward, because just why the hell not? Like the last one of these videos that I did, I think I raised the pitch of my voice by 1.7 times, and I also watched it at 1.7 times, so it ended up being like 200 and some odd, like 2 point some odd times what the normal speed would be. I don't know what 17 squared is off the top of my head. I guess it would probably be 269. I'm not entirely sure though, because I'm terrible at math in my head. Although I do know that the 27 squared in my head is 729, and I know that because there was this one time I was sitting in my fluid dynamics class in university, and my prof said like, oh, well, there's a lot of math that you have to do for the Navier-Stokes, but it's nothing weird like 27 squared. Does anybody actually know what that is? And then I just sort of blurted out, it's 729, and he was like, holy crap, this guy can actually do some math in his head. And I was sort of like, well, I don't really know, I kind of had that memorized, and I'm not even sure if it's right. I'm pretty sure, because like, the 7 should make a 9 at the end. I can never remember if it's 729 or 723. Not that it really matters. I mean, nobody really cares about simple arithmetic like that, because we have calculators nowadays, and it really doesn't matter that much, because it's completely useless knowledge nowadays. I mean, if you went back in like the 1960s and somebody asked you to do 27 squared, that would be pretty helpful to know what that was off the top of your head. But I mean, it really wouldn't be that helpful nowadays, because everybody has a calculator in their pocket with these freaking smartphones and stuff like that. I don't really know like why you would ever need to know something like that. And it's kind of funny, is because like my grade 8 math teacher always told me that 90% of careers will never require you to do anything past grade 8 math, which is adding and subtracting fractions. And I honestly got to grade 8 math, and I basically thought, what the fuck is this shit? Because I knew how to add and subtract fractions at the age of like 6 or 7. It's not complicated at all. I mean, the division thing, yeah, I could see how that could complicate some people, because it's like the cross-multiply and divide thing. It's not even cross-multiply and divide, it's just cross-multiply. It's very awkward sometimes to explain what it actually is, and I would not be surprised if some people nowadays don't even know how to do division of fractions, even if you are like older than grade 8, because it's like, it's one of those things that like, it's pretty intuitive once you know it, but like if you don't know it off the top of your head, you can probably screw it up pretty badly. And there's a lot of math, like trigonometry. It's like, when are you ever going to use this for anything other than like engineering or like theoretical particle physics or something like that, when you're trying to find the angle at which an electron beam goes through a graphene sheet? And I mean, the graphene makes the electron beam act as a wave when it goes through the beam. That's why it gets the diffraction pattern at the very end. It's a very weird concept, because it's very obviously a particle, but it acts as a wave. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't really know. It's like Heisenberg's theorem. Like, it's like fucking weird. It's uncertainty. You can know particles' momentum or position, but you can't know both. And it's like, I don't know what's the deal with these theorems and stuff like that. I'm not a theoretical physicist. That's all I really know about this, from what I learned in high school. It's like, that was like very simple high school physics learned in grade 11, and it wasn't too difficult. But everybody sort of thought in my grade 11 physics class that it was the hardest, most complex shit they'd ever seen, and it was very, very weird, because I really didn't find it to be that difficult, and it really, really wasn't if you really looked into the depth of, like, what was going on. I mean, it was basically just angles and magnets and stuff like that. And then, like, I sort of thought that maybe, like, the grade 12 physics was mildly difficult because it introduced, like, integration, multivariable. It was very complex. And then I did the same thing in first year university, and everyone was jacking off about, oh, it's so difficult. And I'm like, I did this in high school, you fuckers. How do you not understand? It's just a triple integral. It's not complex. And, like, nobody really understood the concept of an integral in high school, so we just sort of fucking did it. Like, we never learned calculus until, like, my second semester of grade 12 in high school, and I did physics at the same time, and we were doing single variable calculus. We were doing multivariable in physics, and it was far more complex. And I guess the reason why everybody was like, what the fuck, is because, like, we did the same thing in first year engineering. Like, the first semester, we learned our single variable with, like, integrals and stuff like that. And then the second semester, we did the multivariable. And before we actually got to the multivariable part of the multivariable, we were doing complex integration techniques. And in the physics course, we were doing the multivariable calculus of, like, vectors and shit like that. And everybody was like, what the fuck is even going on? I don't understand. And I was like, oh, high school. Oh, and that's why Kevin get an A. Oh, he gets an A in all the physics courses, because they were so easy. But you just sort of had to know conceptually what these things meant. And, like, I don't know. When I started university, I flipped a coin between engineering and physics, and I got engineering, and I'm kind of happy that I did, because physics can kind of go suck a giant dick ball, because you don't do anything, you just regurgitate what other people have done, not like engineering, where you can design your own shit, and just be like, oh, and use the stuff that other people have done to further jack off in people's faces, and be like, oh, look how smart I am, oh my god, holy fuck, like, what the fuck. Also, I should probably stop doing this accent, because, like, I'm starting to get used to it to the point where I might actually make it my normal voice, which would be very, very awkward. I really wouldn't want to do that. Especially not to my children, because they would be like, what the fuck? Even though I don't have children, but I'm pretty sure they would probably still be like, what the fuck? Anyways, these last two battles, honestly, not really noteworthy. They're just like the same shit that you've seen before. I mean, there's a man tyke here. I guess I'll show them just because I'm already doing the chipmunk segment and, like, the weird accent chipmunk segment. But, I don't know. I also had a very interesting morning. Not really super interesting or anything like that, but, like, I've been starting to, like, set an alarm in the morning just to make sure that I don't wake up, like, super late in the day or anything like that. And for me, super late in the day is, like, 9 o'clock. So, I mean, it's not really that late, but... like, I feel like I get nothing done. So I started setting an alarm for 7 a.m. And then I woke up this morning, tried to go to the gym at like 7:30, and it was so full that there was actually a lineup at the gym to get in because it was a fire hazard for how many people they had in there. They actually have a maximum capacity, which is, I wouldn't say it's like ridiculous. Like, it's understandable that they have a maximum capacity at the gym, but I found it ridiculous how many people there were at 7:30 in the morning. Like, it was just kind of stupid. But yeah, and then I just came home, and I'm gonna go probably after I record this to the gym, because like 3:30 right about now, so... oh, wait a minute, the high school kids will be going. I guess I'll go like 8 or something like that. I don't know. It's open until 10, so if I go at 8, that should be enough time. But yeah. I also applied for a couple jobs this morning, and it was like, oh, this massive jack-off situation of being like, oh, look how great I am. And then I applied at this company. I don't know if anybody's heard of Enbridge. They're like a pipeline company. But I applied there, and it was so weird because, like, I hate all these oil companies because you have to apply at their website, and it asks you to upload your resume. So you go and upload your resume, yeah, whatever, it's not a big deal. And then after that, it asks you all the things that would be on your resume. It asks you to input them manually. It's like, what is the point of this? Like, it's just a big jack-off in their face or whatever. It's kind of annoying, actually. I'm gonna send up Pierre because why the hell not? He hasn't really seen any action as of late, and he probably won't be seeing much action in this gym because this gym is not terribly suited for him. I mean, it sort of is, but at the same time, it's sort of not. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, words. Yeah, I just sort of find it like a big jack-off situation that you have to just go and, like, tailor your resume to each of these applications, and then after you tailor your resume, you have to go and input everything that's already on your resume, and it's really, really annoying, and it definitely slows down the process. I mean, it probably takes me, like, a good hour to apply for any job that I apply for, and I probably put in, like, 5 or 6 applications a day, so it's pretty time-consuming, I'm not gonna lie. I should go back to that honey tree by the Valley Windworks. There's probably nothing even there.
But we are at Sunyshore City. Halt the fast forward. Who the balls is this ginger? What are you doing here? Yo, fellow trainer. Your Pokemon are secure inside their Pokeballs, but there's no masking the aura of serious toughness. Oh, sorry. I should introduce myself. My name's Flint. I'm one of the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Holy crap, what are you doing out in the wild? Like, they're supposed to just sit there and wait for challengers. I just had this idea. Maybe you could pull it off. It's about this town's gym leader. He's really lost his enthusiasm lately because there's been so few good trainers worth his time. He's been so bored and spends all his time renovating the gym. And now that the blackout happened, that sure didn't help lift his mood. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I needed to give him a battle that's so hot it'll reignite his passion for battling. I'm counting on you, hotshot. Well, maybe my rival should come here because he apparently says that he's the greatest shit since sliced bread, which is kind of ridiculous. But there's quite a few notable things in this town. First of all, being the gym, obviously. The gym is definitely the most notable thing. Second of all, being that there's a lighthouse, which sort of makes this very similar to Olivine City in Pokemon Gold and Silver, because there's a lighthouse in that one too. I just think it's kind of cool. And the lighthouse is actually where we're going to find the gym leader, which I could go there now, but we're going to go to a more noteworthy thing, which is the market. I didn't actually think that's where I was going. But what we were going to do at this market... Oh, your Rapidash needs to work a little harder. Are you kidding me? It's best known for its selection of seals. So where are the seals? I guess it's this creepy dude in the corner. Allow me to... a little of your time, if you will. You won't regret it. Welcome. What do you need? Yeah, so basically, this guy will sell several seals based on, like, the day or whatever. I'm gonna buy a bunch of these, and then we're gonna go put them on our balls and just see what happens. Okay, I honestly don't know what I'm doing here because I've never actually used seals before. Okay, so I guess you have to do this at the PC because if you use your seal case, it literally just says how many seals you have, which is really, really dumb. So I'll just meet you there. Okay, so you have to go to your PC, edit capsule. I don't really know what's going on here. So yeah, I've never done this before, for a record. Oh, that's not really what I wanted to do, but okay. Let's see here, let's do this one. And this one, be like, whatever. Let's try this out. Dude! That's so cool! Can I center these? And then just make them, like, centered? Let's try this again. Oh, yeah! Motherfucking horse thing. Okay, so I'll just try this one and see what Pokemon pops out. Oh, it's always the same one. Okay. Let's see, I will get, let's get this one. Song Seal D. Song Seal C. And whatever this flower thing is, I don't fucking know. Dude, that looks cool too. I love this. Oh my god. I need to... Why haven't I done this before? And then get some stars going on. Oh yeah. I'm gonna lower that a little bit actually, just to see if it'll look any better. It just looks so flashy. Oh my god. That's so cool. Why haven't I done this before? This is actually really cool. Set to... I don't know. Set that to Zap. Zap's pretty fashionable. And I'm going to set this one to Snuggles because it looked pretty badass. Snuggles is a pretty badass Pokemon. I'm going to edit the rest of these and then just sort of check out where it ends up with there. Okay, we are good to go, and you will see them in due time, my friends. In due time. But right now, we want to go to basically the only other noteworthy place in the town. The lighthouse, which I have no idea where it actually is. What is here? Julia's house. Cool. Nice to meet you, Julia. Also, this is Munchlax's rock, I believe. Basically, a rock that looks like a Munchlax eating something. Kind of looks like a dick, I'm not gonna lie. Pokemon Rock. Sunnyshore's heritage site. That's kind of cool, I guess. And you get a Thunderstone just sort of sitting around town here. That's kind of cool. I also have no idea what's in this house here, but it looks like somewhere that I would want to go to. I have no idea why, but it just does. Let's talk to you. That glaringly bright and cool thing you have, it's undoubtedly a Poketch's latest model, no less. They're awesome, huh? Got okayed by the Poketch company to develop original Poketch apps. Hey, you're a trainer, right? Can you do me a favor? You've got Pokemon with different nature, eh? May I see them? Serious nature. I have no idea if I have a Pokemon with a serious nature. Not that it really matters, because in all honesty, I really just don't care that much. Let's go to the lighthouse, because that is the place that I said that I wanted to go to. And that guy is not important at all, because he's just kind of creepy. But yeah, here's the lighthouse. And much like Olivine City, again, the gym leader is actually hiding out here. If you try and go to the gym, they will stop you and be like, no, he's not here, go away. It's like, if you go to somebody's house, and their roommate shows up, and they're like, I don't like you, go away. So you're the latest challenger up against the Sunyshore Gym. Alright, I've decided. If I find you to be weak, I'm going to challenge the Pokemon League. I'm all done with renovating the gym, so I don't need to be there. More than anything, I want to have battles that can thrill me again. As the toughest gym leader in Sinnoh, I'm going to unleash everything in my arsenal on you. Okay, cool. So, yeah, he's going to the gym. And he's a little bit cocky because he thinks he can beat the Pokemon League. That's kind of funny. You would get swept by the strongest Pokemon in the Pokemon League. Very, very, very easily. Very easily. It's just ridiculous how easily, actually. Maybe not his team in Diamond and Pearl, but definitely his team in Platinum would. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode thingy. I don't really know. Next time we're going to take out the gym, which is probably somewhere in this town. I have no idea. But I will see you guys then. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.